Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Together. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Paul. It's wonderful to have you here with us today.
How are you feeling today, Paul?
I'm feeling great, thanks. Although, you know what? This morning, someone spoke to me really quickly in English. And even though it's my native language, I had to ask them to repeat themselves.
Oh, that happens to everyone. And actually, that's perfect because today we're talking about exactly that situation.
Yes, today's topic is super important. We're teaching you what to say when you don't understand something in English.
This is probably one of the most useful lessons we'll ever make because let's be honest, we all have moments when we don't understand.
Absolutely. And the good news is there are polite, smart phrases you can use to handle these situations with confidence.
No more nodding and smiling when you're actually confused.
Exactly. We want you to feel comfortable asking for clarification, asking people to repeat, and making sure you truly understand.
Before we start, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you're ready to learn these essential phrases.
And please share this video with anyone learning English. This lesson will help so many people.
All right, let's dive in.
Okay, Olivia, let's start with the most common situation. Someone says something and you just didn't hear it clearly. What do you do?
Right, this happens all the time. Maybe it's noisy, or the person spoke quietly, or you were distracted for a second.
Exactly. The simplest and most polite thing to say is, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, I love this phrase. I didn't catch that is so natural and polite.
Yes, catch here means to hear and understand. So you're saying, I didn't hear that clearly.
You can also say, I'm sorry, could you repeat that please? This is super polite and very clear.
Perfect. Or even simpler, could you say that again? All of these are completely acceptable.
Now, here's something interesting. In very casual situations, you might just say, sorry, with a rising intonation.
Ah, yes, just sorry or pardon. These are short and informal, but very common.
Right. If my friend says something and I don't hear, I might just say, sorry, and they'll automatically repeat it.
But be careful with what. In English-speaking countries, just saying what can sound a bit rude or abrupt.
That's true. Sorry or pardon sound much more polite than just what.
Exactly. Now, let me share a quick story. When I first started learning Spanish, I was in a shop in Madrid, and the shopkeeper said something I didn't understand.
What did you do?
I just smiled and nodded. Then I realized she was asking me a question, and I had no idea what I just agreed to.
Oh no. That's why it's so important to actually ask for repetition instead of pretending we understand.
Exactly. I should have said, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? It would have saved me from a confusing situation.
Yes, it's honest and often people appreciate that honesty.
Now, Paul, there's another important skill. Sometimes we think we understand, but we want to make sure. How do we check?
Great question. This is called confirming understanding, and it's so important.
Yes, one of the best phrases is, let me make sure I understand. Then you repeat what you think they said in your own words.
Perfect. For example, let me make sure I understand. You want me to send the email by Friday, is that correct?
Exactly. You're checking that you got the information right.
Another way to do this is, so, are you saying that? And then you paraphrase.
Yes. So are you saying that the meeting is canceled? This gives them a chance to correct you if you're wrong.
Right. And here's another useful one. Just to clarify, for example, just to clarify, we're meeting at the coffee shop, not the office.
Oh, I use this all the time. Just to clarify is professional and shows attention to detail.
Absolutely. It prevents misunderstandings before they happen.
Another phrase is, if I understand correctly, then you explain what you think they mean.
Yes, if I understand correctly, you need this by tomorrow morning. It's polite and careful.
These phrases are especially important for addresses, phone numbers, times, and dates.
So true. If someone says, meet me at 3:30 on Tuesday, you might say, just to clarify, that's 3:30 in the afternoon on Tuesday the 15th?
Exactly. Being specific prevents mistakes.
Now, here's a practical tip. If someone is giving you complex instructions, you can say, let me repeat that back to you to make sure I've got it.
Oh, that's excellent. Then you can say each step, and they can tell you if you're correct.
This works great with directions, recipes, instructions, anything with multiple steps.
I love how these phrases give you control of the conversation. You're not just passively listening, you're actively engaging.
Beautifully said. And people actually appreciate it when you confirm understanding. It shows you care about getting it right.
All right, Paul. Sometimes the problem isn't what people say, but how they say it. What do we do if someone is speaking too fast?
Oh, this is so common, and it's completely okay to ask someone to slow down.
Yes, you can say very politely, I'm sorry, could you speak a bit slower, please?
Perfect. A bit slower is polite and specific. You're not saying they're doing anything wrong, you're just asking for help.
Exactly. Most people will happily slow down once they know you're learning English or having trouble following.
Exactly. Another version is, could you slow down a little? I want to make sure I understand everything.
That's great because you're explaining why. It shows you value what they're saying.
Right. Now, what about accents? Sometimes people have strong accents that are difficult to understand.
This is tricky because you don't want to offend anyone, but you can say, I'm having a little trouble understanding. Could you repeat that? Yes, you don't need to mention the accent specifically. Just ask for repetition or a clarification.
Exactly. And honestly, accent difficulties go both ways. Native speakers sometimes struggle with different English accents too.
That's so true. I remember traveling to Scotland, and even though everyone was speaking English, I had to ask people to repeat themselves many times.
Scottish accents can be challenging. What did you say to them?
I would smile and say, I'm so sorry, I'm not familiar with the accent here. Could you say that again a bit slower?
That's perfect. You were honest and polite.
And everyone was so lovely about it. They didn't mind at all.
That's the thing. Most people are very understanding when you're polite and genuine.
Absolutely. Now, another specific problem. Sometimes you understand everything except one word or phrase.
Yes, in that case, you can say, I understood most of it, but what does blank mean?
Or, I got everything except that last part. Could you explain that word?
Perfect. This shows you were paying attention and you just need help with one small thing.
Right. And if it's a name, a technical term, or a difficult word, you can ask, could you spell that, please?
Oh, yes, spelling helps so much, especially with names or places.
I always ask, could you spell that for me when someone tells me their name and it's unfamiliar?
That's smart. And another phrase for when you need a moment, I need a second to process that, or give me a moment to think about that.
Yes. Process means your brain needs time to understand and organize the information.
It's completely normal to need time. You can also say, that's a lot of information. Can we go through it step by step?
Wonderful. This shows you're serious about understanding, not just rushing through.
Exactly. Now, here's something important. You never need to apologize excessively. One, I'm sorry, is polite, but don't say sorry 5 times.
That's such good advice. Saying, could you repeat that, is enough. You don't need to say, I'm so sorry, I'm so stupid, I'm terrible at English.
Right. Never put yourself down. Learning a language is hard, and asking questions is smart, not stupid.
Exactly. In fact, confident learners ask more questions than shy learners.
So true. The students who ask questions learn faster because they get the help they need.
And here's a cultural observation. In some cultures, asking questions might be seen as challenging the speaker or showing ignorance.
Yes, but in most English-speaking cultures, asking questions is seen as positive. It shows engagement and interest.
Right. Teachers, colleagues, friends, they all appreciate when you ask for clarification rather than pretending to understand.
Absolutely. It leads to better communication and fewer mistakes.
And one final phrase I want to share. I'm still learning English, so please bear with me.
Oh, that's lovely. Bear with me means be patient with me.
Yes, it sets expectations and most people will be extra helpful and kind.
Perfect. And you know what? Even native speakers use these phrases. I use them all the time.
Me too. Communication is about understanding each other, and these phrases help us do exactly that.
Wow, we've covered so many useful phrases today. Let's review the most important ones.
Yes, first for asking people to repeat themselves.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat that, please? Could you say that again? And simply sorry or pardon?
Perfect. Next for asking for clarification and explanation.
I didn't quite understand. I'm not sure I follow. What do you mean by that? Could you explain that in a different way? And could you give me an example?
Excellent. For confirming your understanding,
Let me make sure I understand. So, are you saying that, just to clarify, and if I understand correctly,
and for dealing with speed, accents, and other difficulties.
could you speak a bit slower, please? Could you spell that? I need a moment to process that. And could you break that down for me?
Beautiful. Now here's my advice for using these phrases in real life.
Yes, practice. Even practice alone at home. Say them out loud so they feel natural.
Exactly. And remember, using these phrases is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of intelligence and good communication skills.
So true. The next time you're in a conversation and you don't understand, take a breath and use one of these phrases.
Start with the simplest ones like sorry or could you repeat that and build from there.
And notice how people respond. You'll see that most people are happy to help and repeat or explain.
Also, these phrases work in all situations, with friends, in shops, at work, everywhere.
Right. They're polite, clear, and universally useful.
One more tip. Combine these phrases with positive body language. Make eye contact, smile, and look engaged.
Yes, this shows you care about understanding, not that you're not paying attention.
Perfect. You're all ready to handle any situation where you don't understand something.
You really are. And remember, every native speaker has moments when they don't understand too. It's completely normal.
Well, Paul, I think we've given everyone some really powerful tools today.
Absolutely. These phrases will make such a difference in their daily conversations.
I'm so glad we covered this topic. It's something every English learner needs.
Me too. I'm hoping our viewers will practice these phrases this week.
Yes, and I'm sure they'll feel so much more confident when they do.
Definitely. All right, everyone, we want to say a huge thank you for watching this lesson today.
Thank you so much for being here with us and for working on your English.
If this video helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to English Together.
Yes, and share this video with your friends, classmates, or anyone learning English. These phrases will help so many people.
Now, we have a question for you, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments.
Here's the question. Have you ever had a funny or awkward moment because you didn't understand something in English? Tell us your story.
Yes, please share. We love reading your experiences, and it helps everyone feel less alone in their learning journey.
We'll read all your comments and reply to as many as we can.
And remember, don't be afraid to use these phrases. They'll make your English conversation so much smoother and more successful.
You're doing amazingly well, and we're so proud of your dedication to learning.
Keep practicing, keep asking questions, and keep being brave.
Goodbye for now, everyone.
See you next time.
Take care.
Bye.